Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to week 43 here on the 52 Horrific Weeks in 1981 series. I am your host, Mood616, and thank you once again for stopping in. Alrighty, so, like I did in all the other weeks, put the remaining films into the randomizer, press random, and we've got Happy Birthday to Me. Kind of fitting, because my birthday was a couple weeks ago, so this kind of makes sense. But yeah, it's actually been a while since I've watched this movie. It's been, I think, a couple years anyways. Yeah, this movie was shot in Canada. It says from the producers of My Bloody Valentine, which is entirely true. They're not going to lie on the cover. But, yeah, so getting into the plot of this one. This one follows your lead character. Her name is Jenny. You learn very early in the film that she lives alone with her dad. Her mom passed away. And she frequently visits her mother's grave, and stuff like that. And, it says things like, that she's proud that she's hanging out with, the cool kids in school. Or that, she's telling her mom that she would be proud of her, that she's hanging out with the cool kids. And that she's going to the prestigious academy school and stuff. And yeah, so, of course, Jenny's very proud that she is indeed going to this academy school, hanging out with cool friends and stuff like that. But she suffers from flashbacks and stuff. But she doesn't really understand why she's having these weird flashbacks. She doesn't really, what to make of them, or she doesn't really know how to, what to think of them and stuff. So, but yeah, you later learn, the flashbacks, as they progress in the film, it actually, kind of completes the story of what's really happening. But, during the film, of course, her friends start going missing. And quite frequently, she, has memory loss. And she's just kind of attributing her memory loss to, like, these kind of weird flashbacks and stuff, because she knows that she was in an accident, with her mom and her mom was killed, and she had like this surgery and stuff like that. So, she's kind of attributing like all this memory loss to, maybe this kind of medical condition that she might have and stuff like that. And yeah, and her friends just kind of keep coming up missing, no bodies anywhere and stuff like that. So, you know what? I'm just gonna keep the plot right there. Can't really say a whole lot more about this one. It just kind of gives you a general idea of what's going on. Now, my thoughts on this one. First off, this is a really long slasher film. It runs about 110 minutes. There's a lot of developing story in this one, and, for the most part, you're kind of going, what do these flashbacks have to do with anything? Because it just, it progresses very kind of slowly. It's not a slow burner, but it's just the way it's structured. It's very kind of, here and there. And, there's a few kills in the beginning of the film. There's a gap in the middle of the film that doesn't really have a lot of kills, and then some more happen towards the end. So, but in the middle is kind of brought up, or just kind of made up of like, just lots of plot build up and stuff. And with that said, it kind of leads to one of the most bizarre endings. It has a twist or two. I'll throw in there. I won't say anything about the ending and whatnot, but it's kind of interesting how they did this movie, because I once read that they had this script and they were filming and they didn't even actually have an ending. So that's why, if you've seen this movie, you know that the ending is very bizarre. And that's why the ending is bizarre, because they just kind of threw this twist and then another twist into it. Just kind of made up this, like, this fucking story where it comes from and stuff. But, when you really do watch the movie and the way they structure with the flashbacks and the way, the story develops, it does actually kind of make sense. I mean, it works. It actually does work. Now, the kills, there isn't too many in this movie. I believe back in the day, this movie was advertised as 6 of the bloodiest kills you've ever seen, so there you go, there's like 6. Yeah, the kills are quite innovative, actually. They're pretty good, I gotta say. They're pretty well done. And, overall, the movie's... It's a good movie. It's not your ideal slasher, like straightforward kind of slasher film. This one has, like I said, a lot of plot to it and stuff, and kind of leaves you guessing. It's almost like a giallo. It's like a whodunit kind of thing, and it's weird. But uh, yeah, the cover of this movie, this always annoyed me because this isn't the guy that gets the shish kebab through the mouth in the movie. It fucking always annoyed me about this movie cover. But yeah, it's acted pretty well. Like I said, it's shot very well. Now, my only gripe is that I wish it was just a little bit shorter. Now, there's some scenes that definitely could have been probably cut out of the film. I definitely a couple scenes, but it's a pretty minor thing. It is a good watch for how long it is for a slasher film. You don't see too many slasher films this long. If I had to rate this, I'd probably definitely give it about a 7.5. I really do like how this film ends up, even though, like I said originally, it didn't really have this ending, so this kind of threw this in there. But I think it really did work. I wish there was a few more kills in the movie. That would have been pretty awesome, but. Again, I'm just kind of reaching for more, but it's not a bad movie at all. If you've never seen this, I do recommend this. It is a really just kind of well done slasher film. It's different. It's different in my opinion. So I apologize if I sound like shit, and my brain's not working too well right now. I'm fucking sick as shit, man. I'm so busy at work and and I'm just run down. I'm doing this review right now at like 2:30 in the morning. So, I hope that works. I hope I didn't fuck it up, but yeah, I definitely didn't spoil it. But yeah, check out Happy Birthday to Me. It's a good film. It's a really good film. Oh, and for the people out there that don't know, this is probably the edition to get. I know the previous DVD with the alternate cover that was released, I think in 04, 05 or something like that. It's actually, I think it's a cut version of the film. And it's got an alternate soundtrack. This has the original soundtrack, and it is the original R cut. So I don't know if there's actually like a fully uncut version out there. I don't think there is, to my knowledge. But I would really actually like to see it because the producers of My Bloody Valentine, it's what they did with the the fully uncut version of that, and it's fucking awesome. But anyways, I'm just rambling on. Happy Birthday to Me. Check this out. Another good one from 1981. And I'll be back next week with week 44. We are getting so close to the end of this. And, I'm kind of getting sad, but, I want to move on to something else for next year. But yeah, stay tuned for that. And Moon616 signing off. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Leave comments if you've seen this one or if you haven't or just got something to say. Peace out, homies.